So sometimes God allows you to experience failure. But think I will do with the text, because the Bible says that Jesus shows up on the seashore, and he comes and he sees two boats. And when he sees two boats, he notices that the fishermen had gone out of the boat, Moses, and they were washing their nets. That they had fished and they had tried their best to catch something, and they didn't catch anything, and so they had to wash their nets. It was a sign that they had been exhausted. It was a sign that they were ready to quit. They had given up. They tried all day, nothing happened, so they're washing their nets. It was a sign of hopelessness. But I want to tell somebody, it's always too soon to quit. Tell somebody on the shoulder and tell them it's always too soon to quit. I'm talking to somebody who tried it your way a long time, and you're not ready to throw in the towel and walk away and say, you know what, I've tried this, it's not working. Maybe I need to go somewhere else. Maybe I need to do something else. Maybe I need to move to another city. Maybe I need to find another job. Maybe I need to get in another relationship. I want to tell somebody it's too soon to quit. You're closer than you think. Tap somebody on the shoulder and tell them, just hold on. Let's hold on. Just be patient. Y'all ain't gonna hear me preach. You one step away from a breakthrough. We see. This is my third set. And so they're washing their nets. They're washing their nets. And it was a sign of disappointment. And they're washing their nets. And then it could, I've said this before, they could have been washing the nets because it's hard to catch fish with dirty nets. You understand? And so they're washing their nets. And the Bible says that Jesus comes to them and said, I want you to launch out into the deep. I want you to launch out into the deep and prepare for a drought. Now, you got to understand, number one, that these disciples, number one, had experience. Write that down. They had experience, okay? They had experience because when Jesus found them to select them as disciples, they were already fishermen. So they knew what they were doing. They had been doing this a long time. They had experience. It was their career to go every day, watch this, and catch fish and bring it back to the house to possibly sell for income. It was their economy. They were experienced fishermen. They had experience, but then they also had equipment. They had the rod, they had the bait, they had everything it took to catch. They had, watch this, they had experience, they had equipment, and then they also had excitement. Because when you look at Mark's account of it, Peter one day said, we're going fishing. He was excited about going fishing. But explain to me how you can have experience, you can have equipment, you can have excitement, but yet still have no evidence. It still was not working. They had everything they needed to catch. They had all of the tools to catch. They had all of the equipment, but yet they caught nothing. I'm talking to somebody. You got the degree and still can't find a job. I mean, you said, Lord, I've been to school for 4 years, and folks who have no degree making more money than me. I mean, what do you do? When you have the experience, you have, y'all ain't gonna help me preach that. You have the longevity, but it seems like stuff ain't working. And Jesus said, just trust me this time. You've done it your way. You've done it your way long enough. I've sat back and watched you do it. You've never invited me to come. You never prayed for me to come help you. You've been walking with me all this time, and you never ever asked me for my assistance. You just took it upon yourself because you have the know-how to do it yourself. One of the dangerous things to do is to rely on your own knowledge. I know what I'm doing. I've been saved a long time. You ain't got to tell me. I know. But if you know so much, why isn't your life better? Y'all ain't talking. If you know so much, why isn't there any fruit and manifestation? If you know so much, why it ain't working? He said, lean not to your own understanding, but in all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. The first thing you see in the text is, you see, watch this, you see the disciples' dilemma. The text says that they toiled all night. That word toil means to work hard. That word toil means to be put in sweat, strength, and stamina. Right? They put in sweat, strength, and stamina. It means to really work with vigor. they toil. It's the dilemma to work so hard at something. And some of you right now, you worked so hard. You work 40, 50, 60 hours a week and still got more bills than money. You toil all week. I'm trying to come down your road. You toil all week. You work so hard to make the relationship work. I mean, when everybody else told you to leave and everybody else told you to quit, you said, no. I think if I stay here long enough and fight through it, things are fine. You're toiling. You've been to school and you studied long hours and you're toiling. You see, I'm not preaching too hard. You see the disciples' dilemma, but then you see a difficult disappointment because they toiled all night. I'm almost done. I got up 10 more minutes. They toiled all night, but here is the disappointment. And they caught nothing. And this is the problem. To work so hard and still don't have nothing to show for it. I mean, I'm sweating. I'm putting in my tears. I'm putting in my labor. I'm in pain. I'm embarrassed because folk watch me. Folk think I should have quit a long time ago, but yet my faith keep me coming. And you mean to tell me I'm going to suffer the embarrassment